Well, what's the crack? So, haven't done one of these in a while, so I said I'd just come on here and just give you guys a quick little update. Been living in Liverpool for the past year. Things been going well, starting door-to-door sales. I was doing that for literally the last year, and now I've left it. Even though it was a great experience, I learned a lot from it. Learned a lot of sales skills, a lot of things I can implement into my online journey now. Yeah, it's just been, so far it's been good. A lot of rough times, a lot of good times. But yeah, all in all, it's been a good experience so far. So yeah, I've been in door-to-door sales for the past year, doing quite well. Within my first, 3 to 4 months here, I actually ended up winning a Rising Star Award, which just basically means that, out of everyone in the office, they seen the most potential in me. And I was only there for 3 months, where other people were there for a year or longer. So yeah, it just goes to show that when you are really committed to something and you want to put the work in, that people will recognize it. You mightn't get the results straight away, but people will always recognize hard work. So as long as you work hard, things will pay off. But yeah, learned a lot indoors, building sales teams, so working as a team, working as a leader, learned a lot of leadership skills. You actually learn a lot. I wouldn't say it's the best job ever, but you definitely learn a lot of skills, which is great for me because I can implement all these skills now into my online sales. So yeah, I started back into online sales now. Bit of a rough start again, but as that was kind of a given. And to be honest, now things are going well. So I started off with DM setting again, then just hopping from role to role, just trying to find the right one, a lot of mid tickets and shit like that. But yeah, then eventually I started dialing, and yeah, things were going well. Another thing is, you can't be too comfortable in these situations, because what I found was I jumped back into the online relatively easy, but I was always doing DM setting, so just texting, and I was like, oh yeah, this is simple. But when the first opportunity came to do dialing, I kind of didn't want to do it because I couldn't be arsed speaking on the phone, couldn't be arsed picking up the phone, da 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 da. But then I decided to actually just get out my comfort zone and just jump right into it. And to be fair, it's been going unbelievable now. Now I'm literally sitting at home, ringing a few fellas, ringing people, selling the course, and I'm making good money. I'm making about $2,000 a month, which is way more than I was doing in the doors. But all the skills that I've learned from the doors, I can now implement into online sales. But yeah, I learned a lot of skills from the doors that I can now implement into the dialing. So things like relationship building, using the right tonality at the right times, just all these skills that I've basically learned in the doors. Because on the doors, you're not just booking people in for an appointment, it's basically just the full sales experience, because you're going to people's houses who really don't want you there. You're then selling them something that they already have, so it's gas and electric, and then you're closing them on that deal. So you're setting them and closing them all within the space of a half an hour to an hour. So there's a lot of sales skills that you learn while on the doors, and now I can implement them all onto the dialing essentially. And with the dialing, all I'm really doing is setting them, so I don't even have to close the deals. So in a way, it kind of is easier, and the money is better. But there's still lots of ways I can improve, still lots of things I can do better. But yeah, say from when I started this whole online thing compared to now, yeah, my sales skills have improved drastically just from literally 1 year in door-to-door sales. So that just goes to show, if you just literally put in the work, forget the results, forget all the good times, let's say, and just say, put yourself in a very uncomfortable situation for a while. So for me, I put myself in a very uncomfortable position for a year. I literally moved over with 500 quid in my bank account. Moved over to a country where I didn't really know anyone. I knew a few of the boys from the online, but none of them were living in Liverpool. So yeah, moved over here, living with random people I didn't even know, sleeping on basically a prison bed. I'll show you a picture of it here. Yeah, and it actually, for the first couple of months where I was living, yeah, there was no heating in the kitchen. Literally, there was no heating in the kitchen. So I remember when I first moved over, I was literally sleeping in a prison bed, wrapped in my jacket and a paper blanket basically. And yeah, I remember looking at my phone and I could see like the breath coming out of my mouth while I was sitting in bed trying to fall asleep to get up for work the next morning. And also I was training for a boxing fight at the time, so I was waking up at 5 a.m. to go train for a boxing fight, and then go to door-to-door sales for 12 to 14 hours, and then to come home again then and repeat it all. So it was tough, very tough. Like, I'm not going to sit here or stand here and say that it was fucking simple and I'd do it all again. I would do it again, but it wasn't simple. But because of that, I put in all the hard work, fucking took away all the good times, took away all the results, all the chances to get results, quick, easy results, and just put in the hard work, and I learned a lot from it. And now because of that, I can reap the rewards of the hard work. But so like I was saying, reap the rewards of the hard work. And now I literally went from sleeping in like a prison bed in a freezing cold flat. Actually, I moved into another flat then, just up a couple of floors, where it was warmer, but I was sharing a fucking kitchen with cats, with 2 cats that kept pissing in my clothes. So that was bad as well. But all in all, it was a good experience. Like, you know, it's part of the dad lore, the adventures of Killian Collins that I'll be saying to my kids eventually. But yeah, like I said, all that, put in the hard work, just focus on what you can do, focus on the now, and then eventually then the results pay for themselves. Like, now I'm living quite well, doing like $2,000 a month from the comfort of my own bedroom. Got my own house. Well, I'm sharing a room with one of the lads I made friends with here. But yeah, I got my own bed. I'm not sleeping in a cold house, not sleeping with cats, and things are just better now. Things are a lot better. I can actually live nicely. Been training boxing again. Won my first boxing fight. So yeah, things are looking very good. And it's December now, so come January things are going to be a lot better again, because obviously December is a time when a lot of people slow down, whereas if I don't slow down, I just keep going like at the rate I'm going. Come January, things will be so much easier, because you're keeping that momentum going while other people are slowing down. So while other people have to pick up the momentum again, I'll just be able to keep going at the pace I'm going at. Like, so I'm literally just finishing a run now and going home to do some more work. Whereas there's people now, because it's Christmas, they're like, oh yeah, let me just chill inside, let me just eat some food, do this, do that, and they're taking it easy. Now, another big reason why I'm doing all this is because if you can even look here, I'll even flip the camera around, but you can see all these people, they're just living a day-to-day life. They're all stuck in traffic, whatever time it is now, just going to work, coming from work, going to lunch. Whereas me, I'm finishing a run to go back in home, in my nice room, to go and do some work. And I'm earning more than a lot of these people. And spending a lot less as well, because I'm working from home. So yeah, things will work out. You just gotta put in the reps and not worry too much about it.